welcome to our monthly webinar from American Hydroponics. I'm Jenny Harris, and this is Joe Schwartz. You probably recognize both of us both from a lot of our Facebook Lives or our other webinars. So here we are. We're sitting, normally we're over in the other side of the HCOE greenhouse, but here we are in front of the vine crops, and you see behind us some brand new tomato plants. So they're nice. It's a beautiful view right here, and we're just going to talk to you a little bit about what AmHydro does and who we are. You may not know, if you're new to the industry or just kind of checking things out, you may not know exactly who AmHydro is. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the company, and then we're going to tell you how we can help you as a grower succeed in your business. So AmHydro, American Hydroponics, here we are. We're in Northern California, and we were founded in 1984. So we've been around for 34 years. We've been around a long time. And in that time, we've kind of seen everything about hydroponics come and go. And we just keep plodding along. We also have some tremendous expertise. You all know Joe, of course, one of the leading voices in the hydroponic industry right now. We have in our staff here, we have over 100 years of experience, of actual growing experience, hydroponic growing experience within our staff. And not only hydroponic, but many of our growers, many of our staff also have done dirt farming or soil farming as well. So they have experience in both hydroponic and soil. But we do have over 100 years of commercial hydroponic growing in our staff. The other thing you may not know is that all of our components, all of them that you see here, they're made right here in the U.S. So all of our channel is made here in the U.S. Our trays are manufactured right here in Humboldt, California, in Northern California. Our channel also is the only FDA-approved food-grade HDPE, which is why they're so durable. We have customers that have been using our channel continuously for over 20 years, the same exact channel. So our channels are designed to last, and they're designed to last a long time, as long as your business. We have customers in over 66 countries around the globe. Successful growers in over 66 countries, and we have hundreds of successful growers across the U.S., across North America. So really what this gets down to is, how do we do this? How do we help our customers succeed? Our philosophy is here at AmHydro is that every grower, we work extensively with every grower before they even buy a system to really help them understand, what does it mean, and what's this business going to mean from them. The majority of our customers go into a hydroponic business. We do have schools that are using it for teaching. We have, of course, a system down at University of Arizona, Boston College, a lot of other universities, a lot of high schools are starting to put hydroponics. We have elementary schools that also use our systems. We have developed a system specifically for elementary schools that can go from classroom to classroom, so that each of the kids can have an opportunity to learn how to grow in a hydroponic system. So, but the majority of our customers are people probably like you who are looking to start a hydroponic business. And so every business, every customer that we come across, we want them to be as successful as possible. Hydroponics is becoming really popular right now in the industry. And so every customer that we outfit with a system, we want to make sure that they're successful, and just to raise the entire industry up. So that's what we do. And we have a couple of different ways of doing this. The first way, if you're brand new to hydroponics, which is super simple, is just with the Get Growing packages. We only manufacture the growing system. We don't make greenhouses. We don't make environmental controls. But of course, Joe's going to talk to you a little bit. We have partnerships with all of the players in the industry. And so we, even with the Get Growing package, which is what is kind of considered a standard package. It's a commercial grade package. And we have what the most popular, of course, is the 10K. And that produces 2,592 plants every single week. And that comes with a greenhouse, just like what you see here, the environmental controls, the nutrient system, everything except the land and construction of the greenhouse is included in this package. It comes with a year. All of our systems that we sell come with a year of annual support. And we do that because we want you, if you have any questions, to call us, to email us, FaceTime us, Skype us, WhatsApp us. We deliver support in every way possible. We can even come out to your facility and do that. So the Get Growing packages are kind of standard, but not entirely, because every location is different. So, Joe, I don't know if you want to talk about maybe all the different vendors that we work with and.
Sure. Basically, what we've done for many, many years is design and build hydroponic growing systems for specific commercial farms. But based on consumer demand, changes in the industry, we've had a lot of interest in kind of the, if you will, the turnkey all-in-one package. We have people that have come to us that are looking for the whole package. They want consulting and training, and they want a greenhouse, a hydroponic system, high-level environmental controller, basically all put into one, kind of a farm in a box, if you will. And for a lot of years, we really hadn't done that, just specifically because as we've worked worldwide with leaders in environmental control systems, some of the top greenhouse manufacturers in the world, control systems, biological pest control companies. We really have worked with the best and developed a really great network of some of the best of the best across the board in the industry. And so what we've done is based on the needs of the consumers, we've basically put together these bundles that really provide the very best in terms of both value, productivity, and quality. So we kind of wanted to put all of them together for people. Now, while we've talked about these bundles as kind of a turnkey all-in-one package, everyone is very, very specific, however, because depending on where you are, based on your geography, infrastructure that you have, there are certain considerations. The type of greenhouse structure, the type of environmental controls that we'd use, say, in the Northern Canadian territories is very different than what we'd use, say, in the Caribbean. So all of our components are specifically designed. A Get Growing bundle, like a 10K Get Growing bundle, has the same size greenhouse, the same size growing system, has approximately the same productivity, but a lot of the features of the greenhouse and growing system are specifically custom and modified for your specific location. So while it is a turnkey package, it is not kind of cookie cutter, one size fits all. So depending on where you are, depending on your situation, the package will be specifically designed for you. So that's kind of unique in the industry. We don't have a lot of those types of opportunities in the industry, but we've spent 30 years developing relationships with all the leading manufacturers in North America and beyond. And so we want to put that together to provide the best value. And we've built numerous Get Growing bundle systems over the past 2 years. We have several more under construction right now. And so they're very, very popular. And for many, many consumers, that's really the best way to go.
So, for example, just like what Joe was saying, is we do work with all sorts of different ones. And specifically talking to the Get Growing bundles, we can give you an example. We work with Atlas Greenhouse or Agritech. We've worked with Arnois and Nexus. We've worked with Ceres. We've worked with all different greenhouse companies to provide what would make you most successful in the industry and where you are in your location. For example, we have one customer who just received his equipment from us, but how that worked was, his budget was a little bit off. We have no problems introducing you directly to the greenhouse manufacturer, and you can discuss with them because that's their expertise. Our expertise is in growing systems. Our expertise is in horticulture and in growing in a controlled environment. And our expertise is the knowledge in the hydroponic industry. We're a greenhouse manufacturer. Their expertise is in a greenhouse. So we would introduce you. We could handle it if you wanted to, but otherwise we can introduce you to the greenhouse manufacturer. And in the case of the one account that I'm thinking of, he was a little shy in his budget to have the standard greenhouse. And so we introduced him. In this case, it was Atlas Greenhouse. And he was very close. He was really only about an hour's drive from Atlas. So he talked directly to them. And Atlas set him up with a greenhouse that was still a perfectly suitable greenhouse for his location and a commercial greenhouse. But it came in about $10,000 less than what we traditionally would have put in our budget. So by being able to talk directly to the vendor and having us being able to introduce him to that particular vendor, he was able to save a little bit of money because of the location he was in. So that's just an example. So greenhouse manufacturers we work with, of course, seeds is another one that we we talk a lot about. Sometimes we get like Joe just mentioned, we just had a conversation with someone up in the Northern Territories wanting to grow a certain type of seed. Well, that would be, or a certain type of lettuce. Well, that would be a different type of lettuce than what our customers in the Caribbean or in Singapore or in India or in Japan, what they might want to grow, or even in Louisiana. Even though it might be, let's just say, a romaine lettuce, it would be a different variety that is better suited for their particular location. Because for us, it's all about the grower having a successful business, and that successful business clearly means profitable business. So you have to be able to grow and sell marketable produce at the end of the day. And that's what would make your business and what would make our relationship with you a success, is the idea that you're able to sell marketable produce. And regardless of what that produce is, it might be a lettuce mix or romaine or some variety of that. And you can call us up and we can help you based on your location. With our relationship with the different seed companies, we can make a recommendation to you about what lettuce or what romaine or maybe a specific type of basil or something else that will grow really well in your region and work for your market. So those bundles, even though Joe mentioned, they are kind of cookie cutter in the sense that they come with everything you need turnkey. We would not sell something that we did not feel would not make you a successful grower. Another huge significant portion of our business is the custom systems. And when we say custom systems, sometimes people get a little bit freaked out because they think, oh, well, custom means more. Pricing is exactly the same. The difference is you might already have a greenhouse, or you might have only space in your location for a certain size greenhouse. Well, with that, we can size out the greenhouse for you, and then we can design a system that is the most productivity possible in that greenhouse. And we can design the system for you. So whether you get an 8-foot channel or a 12-foot channel, or we have customers that have 20-foot channel, the price is no different. It's always the same price. We sell it by the linear foot. So you're not paying more if you have an 8-foot channel versus a 12-foot channel versus anything else. You're paying the same price per linear foot as anything else. So that makes us a little bit unique. Our custom systems cost no more than it would be for a standard system. With that custom system, we can work with whatever you have. Again, our goal is to make you successful, because as you're successful, we become successful as well. So that means sharing greenhouse, sharing, the different seed vendors, maybe the environmental controls, or maybe nutrient, the nutrient delivery systems, whatever it is. We want to work with you to make you successful and make those introductions for you in the industry. The other piece that's probably the thing that AmHydro really excels at is our expertise. With our 34 years in the business, there's no one that really has more knowledge than we have, both in our staff and just in the longevity in the business. So we do a lot of consulting. We do, if you have a big project, anything an acre or larger, we can do project management for you right from the inception, from the concept all the way through to harvesting your first harvest in your workflow. We can do farm management. Again, when you have these larger projects and you're working on multi-acre projects, we can come in and do farm management. But what probably most people are interested in is the consulting side of the business. The other thing, before we get into the consulting, just to let you know, we also provide a year's worth of grower support for every system we sell. Because again, we want to make sure that you're doing this correctly and in a way that makes money for you. So we have consulting. Joe, you want to tell us a little bit about the consulting side of things?
Sure. A lot of the commercial consulting that growers need can vary quite a bit depending on the situation of the grower. I've been consulting in the commercial industry worldwide for about 17 years, and we've been able to bring AmHydro's additional experience, and we can offer consulting services literally from start to finish of a project, or very, very individual specific components to your growing plant. So whether you need assistance with biological pest control, whether you need assistance with system and greenhouse design, custom applications, workflow management, crop scheduling, actual cultural practices. We have growers all the time that want to understand better what the best way to prune and lower and lean their tomato plants, for example. What varieties of lettuce are better for cut salad mix versus whole heads. I mean, really, it runs the gamut for whatever information. We've been commercial growers, as Jenny mentioned. We're have over 100 years of commercial growing experience. I have almost 60,000 hours of greenhouse time, which is a long time. But basically, we've seen a lot that's in the industry. We bring our experience and can provide that to you. And rather than just kind of offering kind of an all-encompassing course, if you will, or training, we can offer very, very specific components. That said, we also can write growers manuals for operations. We do grower training. We've trained a number of commercial growers who are now in some of the more notable high-profile commercial farms across the United States and Canada. We can also do troubleshooting. That's also a lot of what we do. So if you're having specific production issues or problems, we can come in and evaluate what's going on and make recommendations, increasing your production, lowering pest or disease problems. All of these things are basically things that we would offer. So any situations or problems that you have, we can certainly talk to you, and you can contact us, talk to us about what's going on or what you need, and we can help you from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, the other thing is we can offer grower support, grower training. So you want to learn about grower training, and we can do that in a number of ways. Joe mentioned, of course, writing the manuals and stuff like that. But one of the most common ways we do that, and you'll notice on your screen, if it's not up there now, it's going to come up, is we have these grower seminars that we offer, and they're 2-day grower seminars. And you not only get the horticultural, the plant biology, the business side of things, but you get to work in the greenhouse as well. And it has been a tremendous time. And we keep the classes super small. We don't allow more than 15 people at a time to come to the classes. And that's very intentional, right? Because everybody has, again, their unique situations. So in the last seminar we had people here from Burkina Faso. We had people here from that wanted to start a hydroponic in India. We had people that wanted to start something in Idaho, and people that wanted to start in Texas. So you can see all of those are really different locations. And so that allows them a lot of time, a lot of interactions to say, yeah, but what about when it gets really hot outside? How do you deal with humidity? And so that 2 days worth, it's packed full of information, but you get to come in here in the greenhouse and really work it and see, what's this going to take for me to make a viable business out of this? So we have the special up there on the screen for you, and I would encourage all of you. I think we're getting close to capacity. As I mentioned, we keep them super small, 15 people. So I would encourage you, if you have any interest at all, to be sure and sign up for that, because our classes always sell out. We always end up with a full class. The other thing that we have is, of course, every Thursday we have a Facebook Live. It's just a 3 to 5 minute, but once a month we have the webinar, just like this one. So next, it's September 20th, and that one's going to be on hydroponic seed varieties. So there may be some seeds that are great in the field, and you want to take those, and you've had great luck with them out in the field, and you want to bring them inside, and they just fail miserably here in the greenhouse. Well, we can give you some tips on what you want to look for to have a successful greenhouse seed variety in whether it's lettuce or tomatoes, cucumbers, chard, kale, whatever it is. We're going to give you some tips on what might be the best greenhouse varieties to grow. So hope you enjoyed it.